Hello, this is Copper Valor, and this is my character Gardevoir from the island of Amethyst. We are going to redesign the area where Apollo's house used to be and where the museum is in the background. And I'll tell you a little bit about this statue a little later in the video. Let's get started. This first part that I'm doing is where I'm going to put Apollo's house, and I've left that statue there for a reason, because I want to incorporate it into the design that you'll see later. And you'll see I have a bunch of trees here. I'm going to get rid of them except for the peach trees by the walkway. I'd like to keep them there. And I also want to put a set of stairs there, so I have to plan in advance for that. Let's keep watching. My intent here is to put the museum up on the second level, but I don't want to move the museum quite yet, so I'm going to build up as far as I can. And I'm going to keep the walkway behind the museum the way it is. And I'm going to eventually incorporate a section that goes across the river. So I'll have a second tier that goes across the river with some waterfalls. I haven't quite planned that out yet though. And so I'll wait and see what this final build looks like before I make that decision. I decided to slow down this part of the video right here a little bit because it tells you something about me. I'm very particular with where I put my flowers, and the reason is because I make these beaded necklaces. I design them, I put them together, I'm used to alternating things, and so, you may laugh at the fact that, I have this one type of pink flower and then another pink flower and then a bush, but I do that throughout my entire island. It's just me, that's the way I plan things. I went to go buy a staircase, and I found that when I put it where I planned it, it was going to get rid of that peach tree, which I really wanted to keep. So I had to redesign and move that staircase location over a little bit. Over the process of terraforming, I deposited all of my flowers over here. I just want you to know they're not staying there. They are going to move. They're just a temporary holding location until I can get all the buildings moved and everything decorated. I decided to do a dirt walkway from that staircase to the museum. And I wanted to have the walkway in before I put Apollo's house down to make sure that I had enough room for the walkway. And this part at the end here is going to be thicker or wider because I'd like to put a fountain in the middle of it that people would walk around. I saw that during a dream tour and I really liked it and was determined to do that someday. Now is my time. I have an interesting story about why I'm putting a dead tree next to Apollo's house. In my state, we have bald eagles in the highlands, and one year in the area that they nest, we had a really big wildfire, and I went back the next year and the bald eagles were nesting in one of the dead trees. I think this looks really great, and once that museum is in front of it, I think it's going to look really good. I decided to extend the dirt pathway to his door. I may modify it a little bit once the house is actually built, but I just kind of put a little piece going in this direction. I'm finally going to explain the statue. In Happy Home Paradise, I looked up what house Apollo wanted, and it was kind of like a medieval setting. And so I wanted to try putting in these medieval castle walls and put a statue behind the arch to see how it looked. And then I made a mistake here. I accidentally put the wrong wall in, and then I was like, wait a minute, that looks pretty good. Do I want to do that instead? So I ordered another one. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good with a little window in there. Well, that's it for part 3. I've started the build for Apollo and the museum. In part 4, I will finish it and decorate some more, and possibly do some planning for where I wanted to cross the river. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.